The Truckers Association of South Africa, together with the Mpumalanga Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport, will today lead the first ever trucking safety awareness campaign in Middelburg. The association's president, Mary Phadi, says more than 400 people have died in road crashes involving trucks since the beginning of this year. Mweli Masilela is tracking developments around the launching of this safety campaign. And Mweli Masilela, we've been hearing mainly that driver fatigue is to blame. You've got one driver doing one trip for hours on end.
Yes, indeed. That is why the Truckers Association of South Africa, through its president, Mary Phadi, are actually saying that they are coming up with that suggestion to say that at least there should be two drivers in the truck, so that at least they can exchange once the other is tired, because indeed the issue of fatigue has come up again. So this campaign, it's the first of its kind being initiated by the Truckers Association of South Africa, TASA in short. So they're saying that they believe that having an interaction with the truck drivers, giving them more information about what they need to do on the roads will actually help in as far as reducing those road fatalities is concerned. As you have put it on your intro, it's concerning that just between January and September this year, 398 people have died in road crashes involving trucks. And this December alone, about 25 people have died in those incidents involving trucks at Newzroom. So they're saying that they are not just here to do a walkabout. They have to do this job in terms of engaging the truck drivers, as well as speaking to motorists to say that they must obey the rules of the road. But let me just bring in now the mayor of the Nkangala district municipality. This is her space, because we know that there is a lot of mines in this Nkangala district municipality, just for her to get a view in as far as this campaign is concerned. Mama, thank you very much for talking to us. What's your take about this campaign, which is led by the Truckers Association of South Africa, as well as the Department of Roads and Transport in the province?
Thank you very much, Mweli. Good afternoon, and the viewers also. We want to appreciate this program as it has been brought to Nkangala, and definitely there is a reason for this program to come here. And we appreciate that the MEC, Honorable MEC Ubabundlov, as well as the President Mary Phadi, decided to take this program to Nkangala in particular. The issue of the truckers and the drivers in Mpumalanga or in Nkangala is one of the concern issues, because yes, indeed, we continue to mine our coals, and other mines that have been opened recently are open at our doorsteps, where our communities are residing. And this has got a huge burden in terms of our infrastructure, particularly the road infrastructure, where we are saying, as this program starts, indeed TASA is advocating for regulation change, as well as ensuring that we have caught drivers for the issues of road carnages on the road. But we are also advocating that those owners of these truckers, truck drivers, as well as companies, big companies that are owners of this truck, must come on board in assisting municipalities in terms of the road infrastructure, because indeed the government resources are not enough, and they are not there actually to repair the road continuously, as we see these trucks going into our municipal road, to the national road, and all of that takes a stance to government in making sure that there is enough resources to build more infrastructure and a sustainable infrastructure towards the traveling of these truckers. And we're hoping that Public Works, as well as TASA and other trucking association, will come on board into how do we then limit the issues of these trucks that are on the road, and probably move to other more commodities, because indeed the reality is that trucks are one of the commodities that builds our economy in South Africa.
I just want to know, we know this is a much bigger campaign, but I just want to know from the level of your municipality and also the local municipalities, are there any initiatives to ensure that the safety on the roads as well?
Indeed, we would want to join hands with TASA now that TASA has came into government, and they have also came into the district to talk to us to say, how about joining joint programs in terms of road safety in particular, but looking into the issues that they are raising, for us to be able to advocate for the policy change towards the trucking and the trucking industry in South Africa. And indeed, local municipalities in Kangala, which 4 of them, your Emakazeni, Victor Kanye, Emalahleni, as well as Tifchwete, you are highly affected in terms of this system, as well as the trucking system, as well as the coal mining. And therefore, it warrants us that as a district must take a posture on how do we then join hands with these stakeholders in making sure that we continuously make this awareness and making sure that there is a compliance in terms of drivers to avoid carnages that we see on the road on a daily basis.
Lastly, I just want to know from ordinary community members, because another conversation we had with TASA is that some community members are saying that they are not happy with trucks in their neighborhood. Is that something that you are also looking to as the district municipality? Are you having engagements with community members in as far as these issues are concerned?
The issue of the district development model, which it must link us closer with the DMR that issues these permits for these mines that are opening in our doorsteps. It's a matter for discussion so that we have relevant engagement, and in a manner that taking advantage of the people that are sitting around those mines to say, indeed, it is a concern for us, because when one mine open at my neighborhood without consultation of the communities, or even if the communities are being consulted, the reality is that there is a huge damage that is taking place there, even though we don't see DMR taking a stance of a rehabilitation. And indeed, South Africa needs mines. In Kangala, we need mines for job creation. However, it is important that our communities must be taken on board, particularly on the opportunities that are there, and also on the making sure that we are rehabilitating those areas that we mine at the end of the day. Because at some stage, you'll find that they give permits for 12 months, for 24 months, and when those people have digged that coal and they leave that area in that, and Malahleni in particular becomes a ghost town on the basis that there is a lot of these areas that are not rehabilitated. And we want to urge government that they must penalize them. We must be able to find a space on how do we then rehabilitate those areas, these areas, for any other commodities that we have, that is your agriculture in Kangala.
Thank you very much for talking to us. To visit, that's Leah Mabuza. She's the mayor of the Kangala District Municipality. We're having that emphasis on the issue of infrastructure, saying that the trucks that are passing through the neighborhood, there is a damage in infrastructure, and that particular call to say that mining houses that are operating in those areas should invest in infrastructure. And of course, as a municipality, they are running their own campaign, besides this one run by the Truckers Association of South Africa, as well as the Mpumalanga Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport, Tutuzim.
Thank you very much, Mweli. Masilela, hopefully in our next hit we can actually see the roadworthiness of some of these trucks. Mweli, Masilela, thank you.